Hey everyone, Rascal here.
And Mama, welcome to our channel, Paws On Animation, and our holiday podcast.
And today we're covering the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, finally!
Yes, and this unique Marvel special is made exclusively for Disney Plus.
Yet again.
And it's an in-between special between movies number 2 and 3, and it focuses on Mantis and Drax traveling to Earth to get Peter's hero, the legendary Kevin Bacon, as a Christmas present for him. Yeah. But
before we start, be sure to like, subscribe, and click notifications for future podcasts and Pause videos.
Thank you so much for joining us today, taking time of your holiday schedule to join us in some holiday fun. We appreciate you so much.
Yes.
Now, when Rascal first told me about this special, I said, this is going to be crap. I don't want to see it. And unfortunately, it was aborted for at least a year. Finally, it came up for free.
Yes.
And she said, do you want to see it? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's just go ahead. What can it hurt? And boy, I felt so stupid because I enjoyed it so much we watched it twice.
Yes. And yes, we had trepidations because this was coming around the time when Disney's beginning to put out a lot of Marvel stuff so quickly, and you could tell the quality of their films and specials and shows going on simultaneously were starting to change. And it's before the finale of Guardians of the Galaxy. And considering the shows were sort of hit or miss, we didn't know how this was going to do. We loved the Hawkeye series, and that was a Christmas series. We absolutely loved that. So we didn't know if they were going to do it again with this special. But thankfully, they did 2 great holiday-themed specials in a row.
Yes. And for those of you not familiar with the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, it was a TV special written and directed by James Gunn, as we mentioned, for Disney Plus, based on the Marvel Comics featuring Guardians of the Galaxy. And it premiered originally in 2022, November 25th, not December, November 25th, Thanksgiving.
You watched Christmas for Thanksgiving.
And
okay.
It runs about 42 minutes, and the Guardians of the Galaxy cast does appear in it, as well as some other characters. And as I mentioned, this was just so much fun. I could not believe how much I enjoyed it. And the music was great. The dialogue was fun. The plot was hilarious. Kevin Bacon was brilliant.
Yes.
And then I loved the happy ending because I didn't know that Mantis and Peter were related. So I found out when I watched this, and I was like, oh, this is so sweet. So it's probably the last great special they've made. When did Hawkeye come out?
I think it was before this Guardians of the Galaxy series.
So this is the last great holiday special we've seen from Disney. And that's unfortunate because this was done so well. And it is wholesome and fun. There's no innuendo or garbage or anything. It's just fun. And there's not even a lot of violence. Just fun violence time.
It's cartoonish.
Right.
Yeah.
So anybody, any age can watch it. This was just absolutely, positively, surprisingly one of the best Disney specials we've seen.
Yes. And when it starts off, your thing is going to go down a rather tropey or disappointing route because usually they tend to go through the same type of storylines over and over again for some of these holiday specials, especially when it comes to someone who doesn't celebrate or is depressed around the holidays. You usually go down a Christmas Carol route or a depressing route. But for here, they found a way around it by having these 2 characters go and get Kevin Bacon. And then it's really Kevin Bacon. And one of the biggest hilarious running jokes of the special is that they think that Kevin Bacon really did all these things Peter talked about from his movies. They're thinking like these are the aliens. His movies are archives of his adventures, and they think he's done all these great things. And then when they actually have him in the ship and he tells them, oh no, that's just a character I play. What do you mean character? You know, in the movie, pretend to be that for the role. You mean to tell me you're an actor? Actors are repugnant. And they kept saying crap about actors the whole time.
And they were convincingly disgusted. And then Mantis used her powers to get Kevin Bacon to come with them.
Yes.
And it was so funny. He was running and he's trying to get away from them. He
Oh
called
my
the police.
God.
It was the worst thing he could have ever done. And then Mantis had a giant fake candy cane yard
For some reason,
wanted, and Drax wanted this stuffed animal.
It's a giant elf man.
And she didn't get rid of his, but he got rid of her. She didn't get rid of hers. He got rid of his, and he was upset because she didn't get rid of hers, but she made him get rid of his.
Yes. Which is more important, Peter or the full inflatable elf man? And he was just silent, thinking about the decision. He said, "The inflatable elf man, no!"
Oh my god.
Now, we will say the other characters kind of don't appear much in here. It is really solely focused on Drax and Mantis. They do show up, they do have lines, but they're really not the focus. I guess they decided it'd be easier to do to just focus on two characters, and they don't go back and forth between what's happening with them and the other characters. They kind of stay on these two from the time that they leave and go to Earth all the way to them returning with Kevin Bacon. So I guess that would be the only minor problem we had. We wish the other characters had more of a presence in there, but we understand that this was their story and their way of getting the gift of the legendary Kevin Bacon to them.
Now they had a band that I didn't know was actually a real band to the end of the special in the credits called the Old 97s, and they were the band, I'm going to say, and the Nowhere Man or No Here Man,
Something.
because I can't pronounce the first word.
Oh.
And they're an alien band of nowhere. So the lead singer, Rhett Miller, portrays Bezermida Tukolok.
What the heck? Yes. Yeah, good luck saying these
And
names.
his bandmates portray the other band members. I'm not even going to try to get the names. And it took 3.5 hours to have their makeup applied.
Oh, wow.
But the songs were so much fun. The first song was fun and got me into it. And then I really liked the sentiment of the second song they played.
Yes.
And I was like, I like this. This is good music. And again, we've seen Disney have real bands and real artists, Nick Lachey, in shows. And they don't do that anymore. So again, this is another last great where they had a real band create 2 songs that were fantastic for this movie. Absolutely fun, fantastic. The second one, heartwarming. And they were catchy too. Made you want to sing. And the second song, the lyrics were so simple and again, heartwarming and catchy that I was singing before the song was over. And I look forward to singing most songs again when we watched it a second time.
Yes. And it's one of those specials where you just feel good watching it because we really hadn't had a special like that for the holidays in a long time. The closest we got was Merry Little Batman, which ended up being really good. But in terms of, a superhero Christmas special and just a fun, mostly wholesome Christmas special in general, most of them just want to be slapstick or horror, or say you just celebrate Black Friday, don't celebrate holidays, it's mean-spirited, or they have it where it's just no effort or nonsensical, or it's depressing or curmudgeon and it's never a good outlook. It was nice to have, of all places, except for Hawkeye, it was nice to have a really fun, really wholesome, really hilarious Christmas special that you wish they would air on TV and not just lock up on Disney Plus.
Definitely. So a quick shout out to the cast. Chris Pratt as Peter Quill, Star-Lord. Dave Bautista as Drax. Karen Gillian as Nebula. Palm Quentin as Mantis. Vin Diesel as I Am Groot. Bradley Cooper as Rocket. Sean Gunn as Kraglin Ogfoneri. I think that's how Ogfontieri. Old 97s again as the band, the alien band. Michael Rooker as Yondu Udonta. And Kevin Bacon as himself, along with his wife Kira Sedgwick doing a voice-only role. We also have Maria Bakalova providing the voice and motion capture for Cosmo the space dog. And he's physically portrayed by a dog called Slate, replacing Fred, who played Cosmo in the first 2 Guardians films. Stephen Blakeart appears as Steamy. And Flula Borg appears as a bartender at the bar that Mantis and Drax visit in Hollywood.
Yes.
This is just funny. It's
Yes.
absolutely funny. It's absolutely great. I can see this becoming a favorite that we watch over and over.
Yes.
It did very well. The viewership, it says the data says it had more than 21 million worldwide users of the app during the time that this premiered. It was the top stream, they call it film, but it's a special, in the U.S. for the week ending November 27th of 2022, and it was the second most streamed for the week ending December 11th, and the fourth, December 18th. Well, you know what? It could have been number one if you had put this out in December.
Yeah, not November.
And it would have been number one for sure.
Oh, why they keep doing that?
Rotten Tomatoes, who's rotten, gave it a 94% approval rating. But they got this one right because this was absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
So if you guys have seen the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, let us know in the comments below. Did you see it originally on Disney Plus, or did you watch it for free on demand as we did? Let us know. If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it. Be looking out for it now.
Yes.
Check your on-demand schedule. And if you have Disney Plus and you haven't watched it, you are missing out. Give it a watch. Come back and tell us what you think.
And if you haven't already, subscribe for updates that we can visit for anime series, anime shows, and all things animation.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us again, taking time out of your holiday plans and your busy time. As always,
You are special. Thank you so much for watching Rascal Entertainment.
and Mom Entertainment.
Have a fantastic day.
Peace.